Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back. We're back. New channel, new area, clean slate, clean start. Welcome back to all my older subscribers who moved over here. And anyone new, welcome. Get ready for a real ride, wrestling ride. While I try my best, this is your wrestling newscaster, where I try my best to, give y'all real perceptions on what you see, come up with theories. I'm pretty consistent. I've been watching this pretty consistently for like 5 years, almost like 5 years now. So just stay tuned with me. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. New area, nothing mixed up, and we just gonna have a channel directly dedicated to wrestling content. So I hope y'all enjoy. And why not start with something I haven't done yet, which is the Raw review. Be on the lookout for live streams February 3rd, 2025. The headline of the night was main event Jey Uso returned to Raw as the winner of the Royal Rumble match to share an emotional moment with the WWE Universe. World Heavyweight Champion Gunther interrupted to tell Uso he is not interested in facing him at WrestleMania. Now, was that the headline? Yeah. Well, no, actually, there was no headline. Let me see. Nope. I ain't see any headline here. But yeah, so the show, everybody, Jey Uso won at the Royal Rumble. I know nobody pretty much really seen that coming. So the show started with him. Yeet. I'm happy he got the orange on because that pink stuff, man, I don't know. That stuff wasn't too hot for me, but the orange looks really cool. I like that. The orange and the black. But basically, that's what he did. Just came out, and talked about where he came from, what he's attempting to do, and what he wants to do. And I mean, honestly, I feel like Jey Uso he got to be talented in some sort of way if he can be given the chips that he's been given. He's been given stuff that ain't really been that good. His booking has been terrible this whole time under Triple H. Like ever since Triple H came here, Jey Uso's booking has been horrible. But somehow, some way, he's been able to bring it back and do something with it, even though his booking has been bad. Like honestly, this might be some of the best booking that he's actually gotten because from what it's looking like to me, it does look like Jay is gonna be Gunther. This their second time fighting. Gunther's promo was actually kind of good to me. I liked it. It was the opposite of what happened later on in the night. But I actually liked it because Gunther's like, hey, pick me if you want to. And if you do, just know you finna be in a world of pain. I kind of like that. You know, like Gunther wanted to scare him out of a title shot. But at the end of the day, Jay was just like, oh, well, I'm going to go to Cody Rhodes on SmackDown and I'm going to talk to him and then we could discuss it and whatnot. So that's what happened with that. So now they're going to make us wait. They're going to make us wait. But we know 9 times out of 10 he's going to pick Gunther and get his rematch, especially Gunther saying all what he said. Cody, like even if he did go and talk to Cody, Cody is not gonna be like saying what Gunther was saying. I doubt it. Even if they are trying to change his character. But let's move on. Um Penta defeating Ludwig Kaiser. So Penta's matches has just been the same old, same old. This whole time since Penta's been here, he's been fighting most of the low tier jobber wrestlers. I mean, is it a coincidence that they're all white too? The low tier white jobber wrestlers is that a coincidence or something? I mean, you had them fight Rey Mysterio, in the beginning of Royal Rumble. I know people wanted to see that, but it wasn't a real match. It was just Royal Rumble. Not a match, and it's just like, this is supposed to be Penta's build, but in reality, I feel like you're destroying Penta momentum and like this is his third match in a row. He's undefeated, but he's beat no one. Not out of all three of the opponents he done fought, which was P Dunn, Chad Gable, and Ludwig Kaiser. Like none of those three dudes are up on the card. None of them. So it's like you're not really gaining anything. And then after this match, here they go try to do the same thing with him. Like, oh, let's talk to Penna afterwards. Let's talk to Penna. And then next thing you know, P Dunn interrupts it. And then he gets attacked. by Ludwig Kaiser, right? This is what we see now. Ludwig Kaiser comes in and attacks him after he beats him. So it's like you're not really making Penta look good here. Penta is supposed to be a big star, it's supposed to be a big thing, but Triple H is booking him horribly and giving him boring matches where he's not really fighting anybody interesting, and he's letting them get good work off on him during the fight. Like like during all of them fights, he was getting beat up like he's not really that strong. It's ridiculous. I feel bad for Penta because it's not. He's gonna be with Dragon Lee in the LWO song. I always compare Penta to Dragon Lee because I promise Dragon Lee was like the same way. Um, then we had Charlotte Flair return to Raw as the 2025 Royal Rumble match winner. Flair was confronted by Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, who demanded that Flair challenge her at WrestleMania. Now, this was pretty much like the opposite of Gunther, right? Gunther was like trying to scare him out of it. Rhea was just like, yes, pick me. Please pick me. I want you to pick me so bad. So bad. Pick me. Pick me, Charlotte. I want to have our match again for the fourth, fifth, sixth time ever. Come on, let's fight again, Charlotte. I mean, when Charlotte came out, you already know what I'm thinking. I'm like, she's probably going to do the same thing as Jey Uso, right? Like, what's the odds of her just announcing who she going to fight when Jey didn't do it? And she didn't announce nothing. I said she was going to be on NXT. I seen it. I seen it today with who was out there, Bailey. I don't know what she said or what she did. I just know I seen a little bit of it on NXT. I don't know if she announced anything, but just know there was no announcement, and it ended just so ridiculous. Like nothing happened. I felt like Jay and Gunther was better because it was just the shock value of what he was saying, and how Jay was like, well, at least I'm gonna go talk to Cody. This was just ended so quickly and so just absurdly, and it's just pick me, and then she walks off, and then Charlotte don't even say anything. She just stands there, doesn't say anything. Like, what? Pick me. I want you to pick me, Charlotte. But yeah, that's what happened. Next, the New Day defeats Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. So, speaking of Dragon Lee, I'm telling you, and what a coincidence, Dragon Lee will pop up when Dragon Lee hasn't been seen in months, right? We haven't seen Dragon Lee wrestle on the main roster in months. Like, it's been a while. Rey Mysterio has been literally doing singles matches for a little second now. And then Dragon Lee comes in. I mean, New Day finally got a new theme song. Finally have a new theme song. About time, Triple H, because they literally been walking around his heels for like over a month, going on 2 months, and you just now changed their theme. Finally, new attire. When I seen this, I figured they were gonna win. I figured this was their first win, which is sad because they didn't flip for how long, and now they're just now doing this. Like, and also I said it, I called it, I was like, watch how we see Big E probably hosting Royal Rumble before he gets even involved in the storyline. What's up with this booking, Triple H? Why do we see Big E doing the same thing he was doing before the storyline even was invented, but he's not involved in the storyline? But you use that storyline of him doing these events as if that's why he ain't doing nothing. Like, it just don't make no sense. It's just like, hey, you still doing you, we just had to use you real quick to ruin them and switch their characters. But they win only thanks to Logan Paul, though. They didn't really win super clean or nothing. Logan Paul gave the distraction. Logan Paul has an Elimination Chamber match with Rey Mysterio next week. John Cena is already in it. Logan Paul is 9 times out of 10 gonna beat Ray and get in it. So this was the only real reason of him being there, really. He was just like, oh, well, I'm just gonna have you do this and that. But at least New Day finally got a win, even though you really didn't beat anyone big or important or special. Neither one of these teams are being built. And where the heck has Dragon Lee been at? Dragon Lee been gone forever. Liv Morgan defeats Io Sky by disqualification to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Now, Io did end up getting jumped and attacked backstage before the match by, I think, Liv and Raquel, but she still did the match anyways, hurt. and the match was pretty decent. They were going at it. I know this Liv always fighting EO because they like the same size, so they all. But remember when EO fought Liv for the title shot? I feel like they only pick EO because she's like the same size as her. Hold on, let me take a sip of my cup. Hold on. That's it. Whenever I stop, that's what I'm doing. Taking a sip of this cup. I'm trying to think. Was it? Oh, this was one of the dumbest DQs I ever seen though. This was so stupid. This was such a dumb way to just get Liv in there. It's like here, fight EO because a lot of other people you fight, it won't be believable unless we cheat. But let's see Rhea out there to help her, but Rhea doesn't actually help her. She helps her lose. Like what the this is just I did not like this finish and this ending at all because EO just basically got screwed out of a win because Rhea wanted to help. And when does Rhea ever be involved with Liv? And why is Rhea getting back involved with Liv again? Like, come on, y'all feuded for a whole year. Like Rhea should be nowhere near Liv Morgan. Liv shouldn't even be aiming towards the world title no more. We need to move on. Like that stuff wasn't even that great. Like, and it was all about Rhea anyways, right? Now we're still keeping Liv in the mix. And we're beating up EO backstage and then getting her disqualified. Like, what is going on here with that? Okay, now what is going on with this? Now my stuff is. Let me show. I gotta make sure my sound is right now. Okay, because it is just acting. Hold on. Keeps acting like it's disconnecting. I must have moved it a little bit too much. My microphone. Whoops. Um, Let me go down. Seth freaking Rollins hyped up Sami Zayn ahead of his Elimination Chamber. So yeah, Liv is in there. And I think that's it so far. But qualifying match against CM Punk. Now this part I kind of missed a little bit. I did. I missed this part a little bit. I listened to a little bit of it, but honestly, just based on what they're saying, I don't expect this to be a big deal. It's like, okay, wow, more attention to Sami Zayn. Like he doesn't constantly get attention all day for no reason, anyways. Let's take a whole segment out of our time to make Seth up talk Sammy. Wow. Wow. Ahead of his match that you know he more than likely was gonna lose anyways, right? They're still even though it's been stuff going on, but they're still keeping a lot of attention around Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Just period. That I definitely noticed that. CM Punk defeats Sami Zayn. Right, I'm just gonna go. That didn't seem interesting. CM Punk defeats Sami Zayn to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. This match was pretty decent. I seen this match. This wasn't a bad match. I seen majority of it. The ending, well, I mean, but at the same time, Sami Zayn's matches aren't that great because it be the same old stuff. Like I've been saying for the longest, like you notice the same four people rotate. It's like the same three people, four people rotate around the main events of Raw. Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and who else? Well, CM Punk is I think did add something to it because the dude never really wrestles. The dude never really wrestles, especially not on a regular show. So that did add something to it. And then Sami Zayn, a favorited person. Even if he loses big matches, he's still clearly favorited, used all the time. CM Punk, we know he's a big favorite. And yeah, CM Punk won, clean. I think he GTS'd him, right? Won clean. And that was the end of that. And I think pretty much everybody seen that coming. They're like, this was predictable though. It was a decent match, even though Sammy does the same old, kind of cheap pop type of moves to me. Um, but yeah, I think everybody knew CM Punk was gonna win this. I think majority of people knew that, right? Now the ending is the interesting part though about this though. Cause I mean, yeah, it's the same old stuff with Kevin do, but I'm fine. I'm happy though. He finally did it, man. Like you finally attacked Sami Zayn, even though it may not be for the reason I think you're attacking him for. But about time. I've been saying it for the longest. Kevin Owens should have been attacked Sami Zayn. How in the world are you gonna fight Cody Rhodes for being all close to Roman? But Sami Zayn been closer to Roman and them more than anything, more than Cody. He's still literally friends with Jay. He seen Jay right before this and been doing it forever. And I'm like, why is Kevin Owens don't attack him? Like, come on, man. Like, here we go with this favoritism and making up excuses to get people to do what they do, but it's finally happened. So now you're turning them on each other, which I feel like should have happened a long, 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 long time ago. And just seeing this makes me think like, man, they're still gonna be in WrestleMania. These two still will fight in WrestleMania, probably more than likely. But this did catch me off guard though, even though it should have been happened and it does make more sense. But the reason why he's gonna say it is probably because of how he reacted when he got beat by Cody, instead of just saying, "Hey, I'm fighting you because you was cool with Roman." But instead, it's probably gonna be, "Oh, you just sat there and did nothing when Cody Rhodes did what he did to me." But I did find this a little shocking because Kevin Owens doing this stuff is so goofy. It's to the point of just goofy ballness. Like, just look at this picture. It's just so goofy, man. Him hitting these people with these damn tiger bombs or whatever he hitting you with, driver, whatever. It's just so ridiculous how a regular wrestling move can sit there and act like does so much damage. Like, I just. And then the way how Kevin Owens just sneaks up on you and just grabs you and just does it, they try to make it so like when he did it to Shawn Michaels. When he did it to Shawn Michaels, I was like, oh, I got a little shook. Like, oh no, he's finna do it to Shawn Michaels. No, no. The next thing he Cody stopped it. But yes, Sami Zayn finally sneaks well, I'm sorry. Kevin Owens finally sneaks seven. Sami Zayn hits him with the Tiger, and show goes off the air. Show goes off the air. Sammy looked like he was banged up. I mean, I keep mixing them up. See, they're both damn near the same to me, damn near. Kevin Owens, I told y'all they was like bros. Kevin Owens had like a black eye and whatnot, and he looked banged up. But even though he looked banged up, he was still able to hit this move on Sammy. But hey, I have no problem with that. I'ma read it to you guys. It says as Punk and Zayn shared a handshake after the match, Kevin Owens suddenly emerged from nowhere and launched a vicious sneak attack on his best friend that culminated in a package pile driver. Yeah. And that was the end of it. Now that was a little surprising and shocking. It was. It was a little surprising at the end because I didn't expect that. And the show looked like it was finna go off. Like it really looked like it was finna go off after Punk and Sammy, and then boom, all of a sudden KO just showed up out of nowhere. You want to know what have really been crazy? If he would have showed up out of nowhere and did that on CM Punk, now that would have been wild, right? Like, oh snap, he did it to CM Punk. Oh, all right, okay, I'm done though. Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe if you're new channel. So more likely, if you did, you probably will be new. A new road. I feel like this wrestling content is gonna be in a better place, and this channel is gonna be dedicated to nothing to it. I'm gonna set up little things for people if they wanna, contact me, or if they wanna help support the channel, and I'm gonna try my best to stay consistent and build this channel the right way, guys. So stay tuned, have a good one, and yeah, be on the lookout for my live streams of the shows and topics and theories and everything else. See you guys later. Peace.